All right, so we are going to be on page 21, and today we're talking about the area of rectangles, which should be a review like way back review. So quickly, this ink is not going to work, is it? It's a little bit light. All right, recall that area is what happens inside of a figure. So this in here is the area of a rectangle. You might get it confused with the perimeter, which is the outside, but we're talking about the area of a rectangle. The area of a rectangle, and remember that a rectangle has 4 right angles. If it has some other number of angles or they're not right angles, then it's not a right angle, then it's not a rectangle. And it has at least 2 sides, or I should say 2 sets of equal length sides. As a note, squares are rectangles. All squares are rectangles, not all rectangles are squares. Okay. Something to know is that we often use marks like 2 marks or 1 mark to show equal lengths. So if the person drawing a rectangle does this, puts 2 marks on this side and 2 marks on that side, that means that both of those are the same length as each other. And on here they would put a different number of marks. So they might put 1 mark here and 1 mark here, and that tells me that these sides are the same length. So if you're wondering why those marks are there, that's why, because they indicate length and they tell us what sides are the same length as other sides. All right, getting to the area point, let's say we have this rectangle. This rectangle is 3 centimeters tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 centimeters wide. Well, if I were to count the square centimeters in there, because area is in square units, so I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can probably see where this is going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 square centimeters, which we abbreviate as square centimeters. Okay? Now, in a world where I don't want to have to draw that in and color all that, the shortcut to finding the area of rectangles is to do the length times the width. You might also see this written as base times height. What's important is we're using 2 different side lengths. So if we're using this one for one of the numbers, then we need to use this length for the other numbers. So we should be getting a cross section. And this is often written shorthand as A equals L times W, or A equals BH, base times height. Because remember, when things are right next to each other, that means multiplication. Okay, that is the end of our first video.